time of year you can't open up YouTube without being bombarded with videos on setting new intentions for the new year, whether they be financial or otherwise, seeing no buy or low buy videos. And here's another one. So if you're new here, my channel chronicles my family's journey to get out of $130,000 worth of debt. That is my main goal for the coming next few years. And it is my main reason for doing a no buy in the month of January. So you really do need to have a reason. If you plan on doing something similar, it's really important that you know why you want to do it, because it's not an easy thing, and holding on to that why will really help you keep going. So for me and my family, a no buy January just seemed like a really great way to kind of kickstart another year of paying off debt. I think it'll be a really great tool to kind of set the tone for the new year. So as I mentioned in a previous video, this past year, my family kind of ran into some unexpected expenses, so we didn't pay off as much debt as we had initially hoped we would in 2023. Right now, our remaining debt stands at $129,933. At the beginning of 2023, our debt stood at $142,554. So in the year 2023, we did pay off a total of $12,621. So, I mean, we definitely moved in the right direction, just not as much as we were hoping. And so to kind of reset, January 2024 is going to be a strict no-buy month. I'm really hoping that this will kind of catapult my family in the direction that we're trying to go. So our main goal is paying off debt in general, and then we have kind of a secondary goal, and that is to decrease our reliance on convenience foods. So like Grubhub, getting a coffee before work, eating lunch at work. Those are all things that we do fairly frequently, and I mean, when you add up all the little things during the week, it really adds up to quite a bit. I'm hoping that doing a no buy January will kind of help get us out of those convenience eating habits. And I'm trying to be realistic. You know, I know a lot of people are doing no buy years, but I really want to kind of wade in slowly. So we're gonna do a no buy January 1st and kind of see how that goes before we decide if we want to go further in the year with it. I'm trying to be realistic with myself and with my family. So if you're thinking about doing a no buy challenge, like I said, I think the first thing that's important is kind of, you know, examining your reasons for why you want to do a no buy challenge. And then, you know, if you decide that this is something you want to do, another good thing to do in the planning process is writing down things that specifically you are not going to spend money on, and then making a separate list and writing down the things that are okay to spend money on, so that there's no kind of gray area, you know, once you're in the challenge. So my individual no buy rules are no eating out, no coffees out, no ordering in by extension, no new clothes or home decor, no purchasing alcohol, no recreational travel, no YouTube gear unless something I have breaks. Basically, for the month of January, no unnecessary purchases whatsoever. So things I can purchase, groceries, minus any alcohol, which honestly my husband and I really don't drink much alcohol, so it's not really a hard one, but still, you know, I think around the holidays, like we would occasionally buy like a cheap bottle of wine from Costco. But yeah, we're definitely gonna not do any of that in the month of January. Other things I can purchase, toiletries, but really just replacement items. So like if I run out of toothpaste or shampoo or soap, I can purchase those in the month of January. Gas for my car, and you know, that's not just for work commute, but also errands, of course. And then we can also buy gas for like taking trips to do outdoor recreation, so like hiking or going on walks. And that's really it for my personal lists. I mean, there might be other things that are unforeseen that come up, like, you know, insurance co-pays. Obviously, things like that are acceptable as well. So there are a couple things that you need to keep in mind if you're also planning on doing a no buy month or year, or a low buy month or year. And really everything, it just kind of boils down to, you need to plan ahead. So there's one thing that I heard, you know, when I was doing research for doing a no buy January, and that's that you don't realize how much time you kind of end up mindlessly scrolling stores on the internet for this or that for little things. If you're bored at work, you know, it's really easy to just kind of browse. So when you cut this part of your life out, you have an excess of time on your hands, and you kind of have to figure out, you know, what am I gonna do with extra time that usually I spend, you know, just browsing the internet or online shopping. So in my case, I'm planning on continuing decluttering my house and organizing on my minimalist-ish journey. And then there's a couple other ways that I'm planning on spending my 2024. I'm gonna make a series of videos in January kind of about my New Year's goals. So you'll find about those things then, but needless to say, I'm definitely gonna have my time accounted for over the next year. And my New Year's goals are goals that don't really require any new purchases. So another big thing that you need to plan ahead for if you're doing a low buy or a no buy year is meal prepping and planning. We're really gonna have to plan so that not just meals, but like snacks are accounted for, bringing food to work, making sure we get up early in the morning to make coffee before we leave the house so that, you know, I don't end up stopping before work. And I've shown this before, but I really like this meal planning notebook. It's from Tumbleweeds. It makes things a lot easier. It has a section on the side for your grocery shop, you know, what the week is, and then a Monday through Sunday plan, and I'll put a link in my description. And then another important thing to plan for with these challenges is thinking about what you'll do if you slip up. It's really easy to slip up, you know, in one of these challenges, especially if you're doing a year-long one, but also a month. I mean, a month is longer than, you know, you realize sometimes. But really just kind of thinking about your why will really kind of help if you do kind of make a slip up, to not just abandon everything. I'm very determined to get out of debt and enjoy life as much as I can with my family. That is my why, and that is what, you know, will continue to motivate me even if I were to have a slip up. It can be helpful too if you do slip up to, you know, kind of look at what you bought, what were the circumstances surrounding why you ended up buying the item. I think if you kind of analyze what happened, it's easier to prevent that from happening in the future. But yeah, even with the best of intentions, it can be impossible to not slip up 100% of the time. I really like this one quote. I've used it in a previous video, but it's by Aisha Tyler, and she says that success is not the absence of failure, but the persistence through failure. Maybe paraphrasing there, I don't remember the quote exactly, but it's something similar. I'll probably edit it in when I make this video. But yeah, so that's it. I'll let you know kind of how it's going in my January videos, and in February I'll let you know if I was successful or not to do a completely strict no buy January. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.